cents per kilo they're making. The weaner sales in the south just after Christmas, they have a lot of big weaner sales down there in the south, and they were very successful. Cattle made a lot of cents per kilo, and due to the season, the cattle had a lot more weight in them than they did in previous years. So, as a result, they came back with more dollars, which, is really the risk now. Every time you do a transaction and you buy a few cattle, it's a lot of money every time you do a transaction. And for example, if you buy a cow and calf for, $3,000, it ends up very quickly.
It does, but as you were saying before, of course, if you buy a cow and calf, there's some risk taken out of it with the selling off of the calf.
You're playing the long game. You buy a second calf cow and she's 3 or 4 year old, potentially you can get another 5, 6, 7 calves out of her and keep getting a return on that investment without having to realise your investment until she's an old cow.
You and your father been in the game for quite some time now, and I guess you haven't seen it quite like this.
It's new ground for everyone. It's unprecedented, and really it was this time last year that it started to take off. And all through the year, everyone kept saying, "Oh, I don't think it can get any dearer," and it just kept finding another gear. And also, the season went with us, Mike. It kept raining and a huge bulk of feed, and farmers don't like having a bulk of feed. They like to eat it.
That's livestock agent Francis Buffier. He was speaking there to Mike Pritchard. It's 6-1. Now for our weekly wrap of livestock markets. Tyler Pendergast from Wagga Regional Livestock says there's been no let up in the high price for cattle.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the cattle market's unbelievable. It hasn't shown any signs of faltering at all. Right through from the top to the bottom. There doesn't seem to be any holes in it anywhere.
Are we seeing still the same number of yardings?
Look, our numbers are down on this time. For this time of year. Typically we've got a yarding a few more, but we've been yarding around that 2,500 most weeks, which isn't a lot for this time of year.
And the buyers mainly heading off to properties for grass?